Hello, collective. This is Divinely God and Chose Star Seed Spiritually 777. How y'all doing? I started a video earlier and still having the same issue. You know, I'm learning how to understand about the artificial intelligence. I have a Android. An Android, I'm noticing is more than one on different of your settings and different things that I'm learning as I go. My son is a technician, what has he knows a lot of things, and I'm understanding it's gonna take 48 hours for me to update my information on my other platform, which is Divinely God Chosen Starseed Spiritually 777. So the other one will be is just the title, but it's going to be Spiritual 777. But it's going to be D as divinely, God, chosen, and star seed. But it's going to say Spiritually 777. All right. So I've been through a battle, boy. It's a lot. And meaning that so important to stop uh, the speech that what I speak. What meaning the communication is so strong in that third house. I don't know. I know I'm not the only one. Because the energy is source, yourself and what's around. You know, and how we deal with it and its ups and downs. And I'm going to talk about it. But we're talking about the full moon that came in. It was a full moon for Capricorn. Okay, in the Cancer home, or it could be the Cancer house. But my understanding, but the Capricorn has to do with work, and Cancer is the mother, and we're in that cusp of in between of Cancer and Leo. So we're dealing with that 21, and 21 is going to have to that date will be is tragic comic, okay, meaning controversy. Kind of remember of Prince. If y'all remember Prince and his lyrics and his music, and it was always controversy. And if you go in there and uh, just to look at the lyrics and what he said instead of what of the beat and what draws you in. Sometimes we have to take away the music known as a beat, but understand what the lyric is, how you feel about it. That's that clear audience that we know about. We know the songs in the lyrics is understanding what's purpose now. Because we can dance all day long. We like that beat, but we don't have the spirit. We need that spirit inside to understand about the outside of the world. Okay, you have to have a balance in it. So you have like it's always going to be a black and white, regardless it is. It's going to be something that it is spiritually, but also in the black is hidden things also, but also it tells you the outward who you are. It's like inside and out. You need both. So it's like the inner and the out. So with that, it's the beginning of the void with what first started. Void's gonna be the void is dark, right? But not necessarily because the stars is there. You got the Milky Way, you need all the sky. It means that what is hidden was purposely, but it brings you out what you need for your journey. So everything is connected. Regardless how we feel about it, it's just your journey. Sometimes it's like I believe that my journey was about being by myself to deal with my issues, inside and out. And I believe that we are in the same. But the way they're doing it, my understanding, my opinion, I don't like it. I don't like it. But that's my opinion. uh, you know. But the purpose is to understand who you are and what the purpose why you're on the journey in the first place. I believe that it's that time when the pandemic came in here. It has to do with something had to come in between all that 5G that was so fast, and for what reasons? Open portals, shifts, dominion. Okay, I'm gonna say dominion, and I'm gonna do that because it's different type of shifts of different levels. And I always call devils because devils, it has to do with hunt, and hunt has to do with something on the plate. And nine, I call it 9 or 10. It's not really about putting on the food. It can be, but also you can remove anything, whatever you would like. But to my understand, it was just different of levels for the purpose of your journey. And everybody have a star there. It's a chosen, okay? But some people are selected to do certain things in this world. And sometimes we have so much influence and so much to speech right now. We have so many people that we have powerful and within ourselves of a source and able to speak. And some things are so powerful that you have to be careful how you say out here. It's very important. That's some of the things that I'm going to talk a balance because how I feel, I don't want to put my emphasis on the collective because I know that we're able to do anything. And with spiritually, I've always been like that as a child. I know we're able to do anything. Sometimes it's a little bit more work, and it's like too much for us. But it's like, yes, you're able. We're all able to do anything. Let's go ahead. First card we're gonna move in here. There's a previous card I already seen on the video with this on see, there it is, communication again. We got Mercury in here. So basically that particular card is a previous on the video. And this previous here was about new moon in Capricorn. Because the Capricorn is the full moon that came out yesterday. It was a blood moon, okay? And it was, but it changed again. And that time was 9:07 p.m. If you want to go and get that information, what that is about. But my understanding was about previous, meaning your work hard is paying off. I've already put it on a video, and hopefully I can get it up in say 48 hours. I guess I've been battling with this. You know, a lot of things is dealing with work, your abilities, and what you're doing daily, and in your home too. So that's that mothering function, and everything has to be balanced, right? But with you doing 69 to understanding that, but 69, my understanding, you got to pay attention what the lyrics, what people are saying out here. We got beef and everything. But then at 23 and 24 gonna give you the information. So 23 is gonna give you intuition and abundance. But with that 5, it's always gonna be with somebody is something married to or married to some type of different type of priest. P words. Those are strong, positive P's, or it could be a negative P. If you go figure out what's the negative of P, what you have to do with the P is number 16. 16 gonna have to do with towers. Towers gonna have that information. That means towers ain't always negative. It's a positive thing because it gives you the beginning of it. The next one will be a star. Star means that be you. And that'll give you the what the number 17 is. It is the time of Aquarius. Aquarius is the water barrier. The water barrier is going to give you that, I call it precept, like it's raining right now. Giving you precipitation. What that is water. It's like rain. And so precipitation or, oh Lord, precipitation. And like I said, communication. That means somebody in your communication that you're dealing with is either trying to stop your communication and what you're saying. Now, I already know this is precipitation. If this is, it's about the rain, and it's raining right now. You give that Uranus energy. You got a battle with Uranus, okay? So that could be Uranus. Now, we're dealing with Saturn return. Saturn return is going to give you back into that 8th house. 8th house is going to give you that energy. And why is it going back into that house? So that has to do with Pluto, and, like I said, in my understanding, Google is telling you on the search that Google and Pluto is like Pluto not. And I asked the question, why Pluto not? Pluto not, everything is here for a reason. And why is the reason why I want to take Pluto out? Because it's a dark time. And it's like, it's not dark. It is, but it is a time that is hidden things that you need to understand about the hidden part. We're so enlightened. We know all the light. We know the positive things, and we talk so much about positive things. But what about the negative things that you do that you necessarily don't feel like it ain't negative? I believe that that's why we're dealing with that house for a reason. It's not always to say that the eighth house is just to come and get you and harm you, but I believe the understanding about your part of your dark was hidden about yourself. And that will get to understand about why you're in that predicament now, of dark times. Because my understanding, a lot of the kings and queens that they were doing at a point in time, and they were doing things that was not always a positive thing. That was always a negative thing, meaning the negative of the towers, how stuff fell. And before that was the devil. Devil was going to give you a person is human, and that means not also was about being a good devil goat and working. They was finding ways to find the work and how to do, and they work and totally things that come against yourself and others. So we have to understand about the royalty. It's always going to be an emperor, king, and it's going to be as a high priest. Okay, so either one it is a queen or king, but it's going to be an emperor. That means kingdoms. Okay, we're dealing with that. Also, going to be deal with your priest, and the priest is going to be there because priest has been there for a long time too. I understand that, but we have to understand how that the highest of source placed certain people in this earthly realm to do of whatever this principalities that was on this earth. Landlords will be given. So we have to understand accountability is comes at the after is the ACC. ACC is going to be after. Before is going to be AL. AL is the beginning of all things of living, of creations of a number six house. So I'm telling you about creation and giving out the information all at the same time. So it's a before and an after. Okay? That means we have to understand that what acquires and what occurs after the fact, you have to understand that the beginning was started in the first place and how it starts. We're in the time and it started again. Now it's the beginning here. So why many towers are falling? People are falling. We have leaders falling. We have people that are been hidden, like a person, individual, collective, masculine or feminine, at a point of time, and certain things coming to an end for reasons, right? It ain't always that the ending is going to be bad. But let's go ahead. So hard work is paying off. Now we gave that on the previous video. But understanding that, but it has to do with that professional type of what Capricorn brings. That's the goal. That's the work that you work up on that. He on that mountain. You know, sometimes it's not a big mound. It could be a little one, but it is the world and what the outward of other people will make you feel like you that little. And also, the world can also make you like it's a big mountain, and it's not. And it's a molehill, if that makes sense. So, my understanding that it's about improvement in your professional work abilities. That means that you have to do a little bit more work in it. Okay? That is a Capricorn. And if you're dealing at home, then that home is going to be that fourth house of that Cancer. Okay? Fourth house is the mother. So, but going in the fourth house, going into the fifth house is Leo. We're at a cusp right now. That's in between. So we're in 22. Today is the master of that. Also is the fool too. That journey is the masterfy. I say you are mastered it. So that means you already done it. So 22, when you see 22 all the time, you didn't went past the world. You've already went through all of it. So you mastered it. Okay, master your faith, master whatever professional that you were doing. So now you are the time of a star. We've given you that the word that call it the barrier and the water barrier. It is to you cleaning it constantly. What you're doing. Also give you the perception too of the world, but the precipitation, which is the water that bring it. So it's gonna clean it anyway. So water's gonna be all around. That's because that's the knowledge we have attained to. We attained all the knowledge that we needed. Because there's more water than there is earth. So they'll tell you how much knowledge that we have surround this whole world, right? This particular earth. If you understand, got different titles of it for different languages. It's the same. Okay, no need to fight about something of different languages the same. Okay, that gives you fighting over one word cause problems. Then you know everywhere everybody not want everybody in English don't have that. I'm I speak English, but I also fluent other of languages that I never knew I had. If that makes sense, okay. Let's see. We're talking about related type of things, strategy. So if you're doing as a strategy, dealing with Capricorn is the hunt. You're gonna be battled with that sixth house. That's why 6 and 9 is always in there. Because 6 9 is about creation and 9 is the ending for something. That means what comes later that you already put in there. 6 to 9 is that Cancer. It's like a symbol, right? Because that has to do with the work and creation. Up also has to do with twins. Twins has to be something that's connected to somebody in that house. It has to be some type of Virgo in there. Okay, Virgin is the beginning of birthing. So whoever birthing eyes that you're connected to with a Cancer and a Capricorn, somebody is connection that you have a divine or a partner that you're connected to that. Okay, that's in the fourth house and fifth house going in between because these particular ones may have Leo as a feminine has some type of placements in the natal chart, and so as a masculine too. So we're talking about could be divinely twins, or it can be as a partner that you decide who you want to be with. Also, it could be your family in there too, because it could be some royalty that you don't know, but something tied to something you don't know nothing about that you need to go find about your generation of your tree. That means your family. Okay, that means on your mother's side. I always say mother because mother's first. Now, even though I'm masculine, now you can find the battle if you want, but go find out on your mother on that side, and you'll learn a whole lot of things about your mother's side and also on your father's side. And on both sides now, that means a whole lot of trees there, on the masculine side and the feminine. So you go figure out on the father on both sides and mother on the father side, mother side, father and mother. You gonna figure out that's four. Four gonna give you door information to come out on who you really are and the natal chart. Go figure that out on Google. All right. So now we're dealing with teaching. Teaching gonna be in that third house. Third house is gonna do with Mercury. We're dealing with Saturn return in retrograde. Mercury is in the third house. We're dealing with Uranus energy, okay? And Uranus in July previous, okay? You're dealing with that, and it's a lot of warring, and that's a war and warring, and that is what you're dealing with right now, okay? So how in the teaching part of the Capricorn is more of a vision and building work energy, also solid and rigid, okay, and also the new moon already came in anyway, so dealing with different type of an end of the marks. So whatever you have put as marks, to me my understanding has to do with the monument. That means something that is monument also has to do with your conscious record is the generation of a tree. So my understanding that it's something that you already done. So my understanding that has to do with some type of monument and single. It's like a signal. Meaning whatever your signal is that you mark to something that you do daily. Okay. Also it give you uh what you do moment, like whatever your hopes and dreams, ambitions, intentions that you already done for the year behave, like, so that's like previous 2023. So from not understanding have to do with that five and six, because you're dealing with self-realization of that. So with that five, that's what you're dealing with. Now you in six, dealing with that sixth house, still about work and competition, because it's a create that you do. All right. Now, if we add it all together, then that's five, six, seven, seventh and eighth. Eighth is in the Leo. We're in Leo energy. Eight is eight. But then remember we're in that tiger chi. Like I said, it is tiger. That means the different things of chi. That means chi gonna give you that rainbow, and rainbow's going to give you the information that you need to do. You can go figure out about what the rainbow is. Rainbow, it has a lot of a lot of things of spiritually. You know, my understanding is something that you do, and you find ways of peace within yourself spiritually. Okay, let's see. Now we're about discipline and achieving whatever you set your mind to. That's still your mind is create, and you're dealing with competition too, because it's like new things. And like I said, how you gonna bring new things into old things, and old things is wore out, and you know it's gonna bust. So that's to somebody. So you know about how you put new things in old things and it's bust up, meaning it's wore out. Like some old things, like some of your bones. I said bones has to do with copper. Copper has to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got all that knowledge, but then you're trying to bring it in old things, and then you try to bring it back, but it's like the wisdom is beautiful, but find a way that we've already mastered it. Trying to find a way to new ideas and try to bring more new things, right? Because sometimes old people, they get set in their ways, right? And sometimes they need to pass the baton to the next. But sometimes they feel like they don't know what to do. And what they'll do will come against you because you knew. It's like new gods and old gods, you know? And it's a fight. And you got these giants and everything in the Disney or anything that has anything that it is something fantasy, right? But it's not, because it's a fall. It was already done. So my understanding was either good or bad. But never say that the dream was something that is negative. But it was a fantasy for somebody of a journey. But with that far, that's giving you the information that, hey, it's sometimes you just have to pass it by and give it to somebody else. Okay? It's a war between new guys and old guys, and it's a fight between each other. And it doesn't do anything. It's like a two war, and what happened? Nothing. And it becomes something, they come out with dead things and end with dead things. And that means something that too much ain't really, it's good, but it's not. But it means that, hey, what could you been doing all that time warning each other? You could have been doing so much. But we come against each other of a human, a person, and then you fall. And then when you see a person going through it, either you're gonna let them set them by or talk about them, or you're gonna say, "Hey, it could have been me," or you're gonna sit here and let another person fall and just know they falling and they're gonna say nothing. So we have a lot of things that comes after of all of the things of, I call it indignation, of a cup of a, or I call it Big Dipper, that falls out, and then all the stuff fall out, and then hey, you may be good, but somebody else they not doing so well. But you're not worried about it because you doing your thing and everything good. But what about somebody that failed? They just need just the unconditional love and say, hey, I done something, and this is what comes of a self realization of a judgment. Okay, so shall you let your brother and sister fall when they fall and laugh at them, or to just say it's all right? It's a lot of things. But my journey has been something else. I know that other collectors of masculine and feminine have been through about this twin thing. At first, I said, when this is my rant for here, I thought at a point in time that this was so beautiful. I'm not saying it wasn't, but as I listened to certain people that went through this divine thing, there was ups and downs. Once the runner and chaser, it was a hot mess. But it was a beautiful thing. They knew that they was gonna be together, but they had went through a lot. And some people just ain't gonna do that. People ain't gonna do that work, and that means work for yourself, dealing with yourself, and working with another person. And it's a lot to deal with being married to a person and love each other and at the same time, and then learn each other. That's a lot. And dealing if you got children, oh, it's a lot. So it's nothing negative. It's a positive, beautiful thing if you do the work. Some people are just dealing with their work by themselves. And that's why I believe this, why we're in this dark time of knowing knowing that we have raised up, but still you got to have what's left over. All right. So now the next one in here is, to me, it's a number two card. Number two gonna give you high priest energy, okay? But number two is giving you the present. This is the present. So be bold and make your first move. That's a cardinal move. Cardinal moon. And also a cardinal move. So they're giving you that Cancer. You're in a cusp right now. Cancer Leo. It's time to move. And my understanding, foot was right in my energy. So foot means move. Like move, get out the way, get out the way. So that move gonna give you gather and walk. It's time to gather. Get together, gather whatever in your stuff that you need to do, and get the moving. Okay, that's for somebody. Okay, now you know if I'm saying anything, I'm dealing with mine, but hey, I'm dealing with other people too. So I'm gonna give you that energy. That energy gonna tell you, Cancer, get your stuff collected, because you know you always got a lot of stuff that you collect. You know you collect. You know. And you got to collect and get yourself together and get to moving, okay? Because the energy is telling you right now it's time to move. Because you're dealing with ups and downs, right? That ups and downs going to do that mountain while you're going up and down for a reason, okay? But it's time to foot and walk and move. That means you might do some exercise up and down to get yourself together, what you're dealing in your work, because you know that's going to cause problems if you don't deal with that house. Fourth house is comfortable. Everything that's in here, you know how you is collective, you comfy, you know, and that comfy gets you in trouble when you know you gotta do work, and work is necessary. I'm talking about myself, girl like comfy. When you're too comfy, that causes problems, right? Now that is a mothering, and I had four, so I do know. So, let's see. First move. Let's see what the card says here. Because, you know, like I say, honey, when I be picking up these cards and stuff, they new, and I don't know it all. I just give out the energy that's given, a source, whatever's for what I'm pulling up a card. So, cardinal moon, that's the one. You know, that is cardinal. Depend on that. Now, I do know Capricorn is a cardinal sign, so is Cancer is too. Mm-hmm. So, since the cardinal is out here, if you can see, the bird is all over in here, and I mean they loud too. Um, so that's on it's on 104. So 104 gonna give you that. I give you 14 fours and doors is open. Also giving you that angel, tempest of the tarot card. Also gonna give the wheel of fortune all together. So whoever resonates for that, 104, maybe K104. Since I'm in Texas, so K104 have a station going on. So this may be something that ties in that to somebody that like K104 FM. Okay, so now it's time to be bold, bossy. You know, you're bossy. Bossy could be a female or masculine. Okay, that has to do with your work. Okay, so it's telling you that it is take matters in your own hands. Cardinal signs is powerful. It's self-starting, determined, great organization, drawing. Okay, something you draw that has something to do paint. Whatever you do, draw and write. It's giving you a strongly suggest. Okay, something that you need to do. Things to get ideal resolution. I call it resolution. So the resolution or the position of the situation that you're asking about. Maybe you have a question on why you're going through this journey. Okay, and knowing that with that moon came with that with Capricorn moon. Okay, so that means something that you worry about the situation. So the situation that you're dealing with, maybe because you got to move. Maybe that's somebody. Maybe you got to move, or maybe you have to move of another play on the card. So we're talking about a game, right? We're all in the game regardless of what we do. So you got another play. You got to figure out another way to do something. And that's got to do with Capricorn and full self-realization of it, revealing of the hunt, because hunt is on the plate. So this plate is going to be your game. So what is your next play? Okay, giving you a passive energy because you got that function of a mother. That means you have in between of a cusp. So somebody, masculine or feminine, have the cusp, which would be Cancer and Leo. You got the functions in that. Go figure out about your chart placements and stuff on there. I think it's the Native Cafe Astrology. Go get some information about that. Okay, speak what you want. Okay, speak up for what you want. Okay, that means you're a leader. Okay, give you a tune on the moon. I am taking charge of my destiny. I see destiny has to do with the stars and the destiny. It's gonna tie that eight. Eight gonna give you that. What tied to you is what it is. My understanding is eight. Eight is the Leo, giving you also Orion energy, constellations energy, Juno energy, giving you all these people that's been starred on here. Everything that's in here has been chosen. Okay. Now, when you deal with other people saying a person is not selecting, now that's a lot. Because, like I said, you wouldn't be here for a reason. You wouldn't even be here in this earth unless you were here for something. Okay, give you let's see, additional meaning part. Okay, be bold. And we're dealing with a heart. Heart has to do with earth matters, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and we're dealing with Virgo, and that is earthly. And we're dealing with that sixth house is Virgo planet. That's still earth, and that's the create. So you're dealing with that sixth house, and also Taurus. Taurus is very bully. They got a big old head, and they stern and they stubborn. They stern. They like I say, they stern and they stubborn. Okay, they don't move too quick. All right, and they also be careful on Taurus because Taurus is in that south, and I say stay in the north. North's gonna give you more a lot of things because I understand that South know what Taurus has to do with past life, but you understand you're in there just learning stuff, but also learning about yourself really and how to get back in the North node. Okay, I think that's it. So the teaching in with this give you some quadruplets. It's called quadruplets. I don't know how you say that. Quadrupletize. I know it's quadrupletize. Give you carnal, fixed, and mutable. Now that's a quad. That's like, be careful on them 21s and 54s. That's like you got so much thing in here and it ain't funny. I see got something to do with cities in here tied to something. Quad. So they got twin cities. Y'all go figure out about twin cities on certain people. Okay, and people and tied to the city. It's this resonate, but I'm saying twin cities. So sometimes you have two different ones. I know New York and New Jersey's are sisters. Okay, it means powerful money. It's all about money here. You can go get about that information. It's money. All right. I tell you, that's usually ask Ganesh and Hindu elephant. I'll call it elephant god to be for help. So we're talking about different people that been put as deities, but also I've noticed different languages was always a bad thing, and I understand why not. My understanding that things was done for reasons. Now, I always had positive and negative, but other people put them in position because some people were praying for other different type of deity. And then other people had a problem with that because that's why people put them in a position. So we're separating different things of cultures and traditions and languages. And everything is always bad for certain people that they do in their own culture. I said stay in everybody did sweeping your own front door. And that's the best thing to do because when we realize if we figured out about religions and religious is we understand it's the same stuff, it's just more attuned to other people. You look up to other certain things instead of yourself. And then when you look up for other people that you ain't doing nothing for yourself, and then you love nothing. So understand that. Um, Cardinal, okay, they give you the cardinal signs: Aries, Cancer, and Libra, and Capricorn. Remember, they have the 12 of a chart of meaning these particular are the main one. So you know Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Remember that. These are strong of those different type of signs. And you may have that, not everybody does, but understand about your different charts and different things with placements and house and things. My understanding, we're in a conjunct. It's called a conjunct, what you call a conjunction. With that is Capricorn and the Cancer. So different crab and gold. All right. So let's give you some more things. Give you about the wheel of the 12, and also you got up and down. So depends on she tilting, something going on with the tilt, and if not, some people don't have a tilt. If that resonates somebody, now that's your wheel, that's your beast. Move it on, okay? It's all about natural leaders. It's all it is. It's straight up. It's just like that. So that's that present of your high priest. You know what high priest is. You know, and we're just giving out information. Let's get on here. The next one is the full moon of Capricorn. Now that's abundance. That is come. This was the previous last night. You know, it had a blood moon. Now came in and it came back was just for a little bit. But the end of the tough of the cycle approaches. So the end of the tough cycle, but and then it's as approaching. So, so that means that's the end. Now you go look about the APP, and is it on OPP? It means a person, place, and thing. So you now as you go back and look at the end of the cycle. You got to go back and self-realization of whatever revealing it of this moon that came last night. Okay. So I just had it a while ago. A6. And that's that devil. Devil with a Capricorn. Straight like that. Dealing with a strong Capricorn business mind. And that's your flow and whatever you're doing. So it's telling you that it's willing work. It's about willing to work and what you want. Your destiny is yours. They give you the effort that is required. Issues about to come to a head when this card comes up. It's telling you to wondering if you should stay in your job or leave. So it's about your job and leave. Is it time to move? Is it time to leave? So that's a person, place, and thing of the collective, masculine or feminine. The end of the rough time of the forecast, telling you precipitation of the water barrier of Aquarius. It's going to constantly gonna clean it, okay? And that is going to be in the 11th house. 11th house is Aquarius, but it's that justice. Just number 11 of tarot card is going to be justice. Who you dealing with, justice or justified or karma of justified, of self-realization of what if that the end of the tough cycle and approaches it, because you got to look at and look at all what you went through, and is it time for you to stay or leave? Then the first thing in the video said the foot, get the moving, gather and walk. This is for somebody, collective. It's for somebody, person, place, and thing. Okay. That me Capricorn in a cusp with Leo, also giving you that energy of Capricorn, and you're dealing with that house. The house is 10th house. So that's you. How you do it. It's you would know it. But it's dealing with work. And the hunt is hunter. It's about somebody that you're in that house, of that 6th house, dealing with creations, what you building in your hands and everything you're doing. So you will know it. It's ruthless time because you got that Uranus energy. I'm gonna get in there about Uranus, and you dealing in that house of previous of that Cancer, because now we're in the cusp. Now we're going to finna go straight in Leo. All right. So just if it's just the previous a month, think about what you done went through within the time. You going in now? You in Leo now. So just imagine what you just went through. Cancers in that fourth house. That's somebody. Come on, somebody. All right. So that means the ending of it. Overly hard-headed, big-headed, stubborn with the Taurus. You got a Taurus in there. You got some type of house in there. Okay. So you must dealing with that. That's right here. Hard head in that. High priest in the Taurus. Somebody has to be bold and make the first move. I said that. So you got a little Taurus in a little. You see, you saying you got a whorehead, and you got Pisces in there, and Lilith in your home up, and dealing with that type of deity. Yeah, I told you I was coming for you. With the moon, I said it, and with that Pisces with her. Okay, understand? Everything gonna be all right. Let's get back on here. Now, you're dealing with, like I said, stay out the north. Get in there for South Node, do your business of that dark time. Whatever you need to do, come up out of that, go back in North. Because the understanding is to learn about from the past, to get the understanding why you're in the position you're in now. Serve as needed reminder. Okay. Like reminding what you went through, the feelings and the hopelessness, feeling about the situation, person, place, and thing, masculine, feminine, twin, divine twin, or partners, whoever you was connected, marriage, a priest, or married in that fifth house, gonna give you whoever you were dealing with that fifth house. Leo and lioness, that's what we're talking about. Okay, giving you the situation with the apples no matter. Draw the card. Apples giving you what? What's first starting in the first place. You got dealing with whoever was in there. Was it Lilith in there? Dealing with a masculine and feminine with the tree was started anyway? Or was it another masculine? Whoo! It's a whole lot of hunters. Good luck. Because, honey, that's going to have you busy and busy. Okay? You don't know if you're going to get it or not. Who will know? Just do the best you can. But that's all about the hunt. And who was knowledge? Because, see, serpent energy going to give you knowledge. So you were dealing with what started the beginning, the first thing. First started with void. Alright? That means everything was chosen up in here. So, like I said, everything in the book is going to be in the stars. Okay? There it is. So, this one here, the next one is going to be 888. So that means some type of money. Okay, 888 giving you that energy on that. That's a numerology. You go get about that. So 888 going to give you the Aquarius, show the world the real you. Because that's all it was in the first place. Okay, now it's raining. Now the sun is coming out. So I'm giving some good energy here. Positive, too. I'm checking me, too. I can't believe it. Okay, because what I wanted to say, I didn't say it. Now, let's get on in here. So, we talking about approaches in the full Capricorn. Now, this one here, this is all the positive stuff. So, we're going to get the negative part. The negative part is going to get you back to where you is. I gave y'all that positive stuff. Now, the positive is still peace, but it's going to the negative piece because you got to understand that part to understand about the enlightenment. We got that so good, but we don't know about our own self, because we think everything we do is so good, but not necessarily. Now, ups and downs, giving you rise and highs, giving descending of certain things, and giving you depths. That means up and down. Patient or emotional, family that you're dealing with, social life, dreams, hobbies, what you've been doing anyway. It's giving you more observed and tradition. I call it transition. Okay, that means something that has went as often passing from the next, actually up and down, getting of loss. Okay, giving you define certain things, becoming, being, marketing, highly personality, radio. Now here you go, radioactive element. I give you that radioactive for K104 because there it is. That's FM. Okay, so when you dealing with that type of element, because it is clear audience, because what we listed in visual too. So that's dealing with that house, fourth house, clear audience, clairaudiency, However, with your visionary and you dealing with your music and clairaudience and what you deal, how you feel emotional, okay? But with that radio, those are waves, those frequencies that you're dealing with. And see anything else? Oh, and yeah, even though you preserve through that type of the process of change, okay? But you're stable though. You're stable. It give you that you who you are, give you the living the proof. You're showing the proof. That means the outside, what you're doing very well. But also, it can be to the point that you have to do your spiritual and your outside, so you don't want to bring a hurricane. That's somebody. Okay. That means be careful what you say in your visionary. Everything's we all here now. It's all about how we feel. So be careful about what has been given as chosen, okay? Um Giving you calm, also giving you complacement and stagnation. And that 12, like I said, when you're dealing with that thing on, I call it hangman energy, that means something you're hanging in there for in between. So we got two different worlds, right? My understanding is always going to be the stars first. They're giving you astrology, heavens, and earth. Okay, I believe heaven's in the middle part. Now, that's my understanding opinion. You can go find out on your own self. Keep me where I understand a little bit of my understanding. Okay, that's my opinion. Um, you dealing with partnerships, family, friends, and community. Who you dealing with? Your city. Who rep your city? Who your commissioner? Who your ambassador? Who you is over your head? You dealing with that type of energy. It's a lot of stuff. Okay. Meaning they experience a little failures and frustrations cause problems in personal, because that's what you're dealing with. Satisfied with your friend, like I said, you're dealing with the situation, life, efforts, what has left, and it gives you a struggle, love, and your wishes. And maybe they come like you want to, but they come at a point of time. Time gonna give it a Aquarius energy. Gonna time. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. So whoever that is, that's gonna give you that energy. Like I was always here in a position, and because that was spoke me out before come through a wound, never in the journey. It was already void, and the stars was out there. It was void came. That was next. He was talking. He was up there playing it all up in there. How it was gonna be in the first place. Regardless of how we feel of our his story, that's our his stories. That's this. All the stuff had been collected. And when you become all of that in the nation, you talking about in the religious type of Bible information where we're talking about sevens of the stars anyway. It's a chariot in the first place. So it give you that Septuagint, what you call it sept, will give you that virgin will create. All of the same. It's nothing different here. Ain't nothing under the sun. It's absorbed everything. So it means everything you done, it's been done. So that's why you mastered it. You went through the process. You're in a master time. So you're in a master of your fate. Regardless of what other people gonna tell you that, I'm just saying, my understanding, you mastered it. Because you had to go through it. So this is the completion of the hunt that you got to see this part. Capricorn hunt in the houses of mother and father energy. Okay? That's what I see. Let's see. Giving you happiness of what comes later. Okay, but it says here meditation, it said, at many tables were are only two types of eaters, and the quick and the hungry. When you're hungry hippo gonna tell you that. Hippo gonna give you that strong energy. So if you was eating the quick and the hungry. Some was eating too quick. That mean they was real being faster. Somebody like the tortoise and the rabbit and the hare. All right. Somebody was eating it too quick, and the other one was hungry. All right. That's a meditation on that. Okay. Now let's go back in here. I want to go back to 13. I want to go back to that for a reason. 13 tells you about the 8th house going in 9th house. However, to my understanding, it is 13 has to do with hidden things, right? And that to me is Pluto energy. Okay, but let me give you about the Uranus. Uranus is had to do with the erotic and explosion of that. Okay, giving you patient pursuits, but also giving you the Uranus part themselves under control. That right moment. It's just not might be the. It's the right moment now. At a point in time, maybe you was so quick and you was hungry. She hungry. She want to eat, and maybe you were a little bit too quick. And now it's time. Now you want to, like I said, and it's like quick, and you was hungry. So you may have been a little quick, and maybe that was the problem. Let's see. Okay, Uranus had to do with tagging themselves. Bad luck. People making self-fulfilling of prophecies of indulging of self-pity. Because, like I said, sometimes you be tagged to something that shouldn't be tagged to or tap in. You know, it's a 5G energy is so much clingy energy to me, and I am a Cancer, and I know clingy as a mother. I always want to be connected to their kids, and they become grown. You can't always, after they go on to the next. They too much ain't gonna be around you too much, and they telling you that. Sometimes a woman just have to understand it's their time to change, and they didn't change. They looking on other things, baby. After they look that way, now don't make it come back to you where they gonna make a battle with you because they really want to go. Let them go. Okay. Um. Let's see anything outside. Looking inside. Okay. Oh, there it is. I told you it was coming for that negative stuff. Okay. Now, particular way of being betrayed or impulsive, emotional. How you deal with the sixth house creations, and when you get betrayed by family, friends, and community, and people that know you, or people that don't even know you. How you get portrayed. I've noticed it's the hardest thing to deal with that energy, you know. In that conjunction that you're dealing with that work and a home with the mothering, and it's because of that of being betrayed. And let's see the advice. It says right here, always wait for the right moment. This is your great strength. Chariot of the Leo. Cusp with it, okay? Now you the one moving it, and you got that strength, and that's their heart. Like a tiger, like I said in that chi energy, go look on about the rainbow, okay? Know when to lie still and when to leap. Your patience will be rewarded. When you make your move, give it all you've got. Learn to fail is your key. Is to success. Don't bad mouth yourself. Boy, that's real. Because you can stop your own. That's why I say you mastered it. You gotta be careful how you speak out here. But that let you know about that. 13 gonna give you the end of it's like the death and an ending of things. And transformation give you the what you mastered it. Number 22. Today is 22. That means that full journey that you already went through. It's death is the beginning. So you done started all over. Okay, you mastered it. Ups and downs. You went through. You got a new journey. Got a new one. So that previous of Cancer went through something for somebody. Now, okay. Now here we go with the triumph. Give you that track. Give you a comic and a controversy. Controversy. Now, it says right here, when you're dealing with controversy, it's what you sync and tag and tapping in. That's gonna give you that sync. So different type of cron energy. Go find your placements on what it is chronic in here of your placements with cryon that you connected with. Like I said, it has something to do with your city. What's syncing your city? All right, is a primary law of the universal. Okay, give you that inner energy. Okay, giving you daring, exciting, and physical. But the weakness part is obsessive and self-destructive and argumentative. You're dealing with the Cancer Leo cusp. All right, and it has to do with that will. So that is a fortune. It's, to me, it's a future. Also, is a fortune at the same time. So you gotta be careful with that. So still with that energy, you dealing with Jupiter, expansion of Jupiter, because you done got your Saturn return, Jupiter return. That's your money, okay? Knowing that that's what you're dealing with, you gotta be careful on that. But it give you that ambitious. Also gonna give you the world energy, which is the perception about the world. Like I said, outside of it, you be careful on your contentions of nature and being too I call it dom there we go, dominant. Dominant has to do, like I said, pandemic and all of that stuff happened with Dominic. It's always controlling of condition of things. Control and condition, be careful on that. Because that's got the emphasis by the rulership, because you got that sun, which is that Leo. Because that's somebody dealing got that, like I said, is in here. So when you're approaching that, you gotta be careful with that. Because dominant is a Leo in here, and you got that in that chart, masculine or feminine collective. Um, and then it's underlined with that moon rulership, and at time was the moon is the Cancer, but it's a Capricorn in there, and that hunt is dealing around there. You dealing with yourself and other people too. So there you go, right here. In particular, may make enemies because they have a tendency to arouse. Give you that antagon. I say anti what? Antagonist. Yeah. It's like tag. I told you tag and tap it, because that's giving you like you giving you what you putting in as a person in your journey. To my understanding, it's giving you that a tag of, so when you see them ism not really. That's more than three. It's groups and societies. You're dealing with that, giving you a controversy of that three. Three is gonna give you that energy. Okay, so there it is. I told you I was coming in here. I told you. Now listen. Wand energy, teeth energy, connected, Jumpman energy, giving you Drake energy. Drake has to do with people that is, like I said, pay attention. And then why would someone come into about the city and place in one of Canada? No, Canada is the same thing as U.S. Don't make no sense to me. To my understanding, it's giving you a fight in between of a city and a place, and another is a California. So you telling you bear and giving you a little bit of the same. So that means somebody is Jumpman. But somebody is talking about somebody jumping of different shifting demeanor. That's somebody, diems, I call it diems. That means some people are able to do certain things and some not. But my understanding with the 69 had to do with nothing but create and of that Phoenix arising. So the Phoenix arising has to do with the land. Land gives you all the way to Egypt. Egypt gonna give you Rome. Rome gonna give you that energy anyway, because they mastered it. You can't. That's the reason why. I'm sorry to tell you, but Rome is still ruling this now. I don't care what nobody say. Understand that about who your different type, different. I call you. I can say there's different levels of landlords at this time. We're talking about emperors. We got in the negative effect. I figured out it's different type of devils. It's number 11 of it. 11 gonna give you justice. Either gonna give you justified, or you gonna karmic justice with the different people that you're tapping in. Okay, hey, there it is. So it's what you. It's the humans. It's like I said, devil is a person that's doing it. Okay, now we know spirits do travel. Okay, come on, somebody. Hey, we are spirits. But I'm saying it's a lot of stuff, hidden things nobody don't like talking about it, and too much to tell it too. They get mad when you tell it. They don't like it. The betrayal has to do, my understanding, is a rat and a mouse. And who's on that dang wheel? And you become as in that wheel. And you the one you dealing with anyway. You dealing with other people. Okay? Towers has to do with the headshot. That means the king, woman king, however you want to call it, because this is my understanding. The woman king was the first thing coming on in this. A lot of people were figuring out what the devil was in the first thing. Some of these movies is showing all this business, right? But my understanding has to do with a king, okay? Regardless of feminine or not. It doesn't matter, okay? It's the functions, baby. We're talking about functions. Functions is going to tell you a person's abilities are able to do or not. But if they coming for the head, my understanding from past was had to do with Edward. They was coming for his head, okay? My understanding that you figure out where Edward is, okay? You'll figure out where it was coming from. Why was they dealing with him? Why was they put him in a position like he wasn't able, okay? What was the reason why it was hidden for everybody to know to take him up out of here, okay? If that's somebody, okay? Why? That means if a person was going to do it physically done, or is it trying to put a person off, right? Cut off. That means a long time ago, kings and queens, they were cutting heads off and put them on a stick. Do you understand that these people cutting people's heads off and putting them on a stick, on a stake? Baby, it's real. Now, they happen now. That's a lot of things what happen when you doing a lot of stuff what you doing instead of teach or building something. You take your energy taking other people out of here, and you wonder why you're in a position you're in now, because it's gonna come back. That's why I said natural order. Earthly things going to make where it's gonna be. Okay, it's gonna natural is ruling of everything. I don't care what nobody say. It's very important to keep understand what natural is for. So we're dealing with a lot of things going on. A lot of things. I'm gonna use some of this stuff for some because, honey, I'm being here. You got different people you're dealing with that house energy, BET energy that is family in. When you're dealing with family in, that's that high priest. Okay, you gotta be the first move. You the one on the play, so you gotta make that play. Regardless of what they doing or whatever societies they group together and they come against you, but you still got to make a move. Okay, right? So you're dealing with a lot of stuff. You're dealing with different things, dark things. Gonna tell you, wolf energy, wolfy. You on vampire energy. You got all of that other type of things that you don't understand because they got the power. Serpent knowledge has to do with water a lot. And you just imagine how many people got so much knowledge over what you don't know. Then this is how they win. Your job is to get your understanding about your hidden things that you need to know about what's present. Because we already got the enlightenment. The point is to get about the hidden part that you don't know. But don't mean that you're going to do your hidden things and use it against to another person, enlightenment. Then you're going to fall again because you ain't learned nothing in the first. The purpose is to learn both. Not to harm each other and to come against human. It's about your business. But you don't want to harm what you're doing to harm other people. And then you become a witch. Use a choice. You're going to be a good one or a bad. The Wiz gonna tell you all anything about what it is. It's my favorite movie, The Wiz. It's gonna tell you that. Also, my second one is Murder, She Wrote, because my mother wanted me to watch the stuff. And then if I knew about Disney, that means that dang, I can't believe I'm saying right here. I'm gonna say Nas Landing, and if I knew about Falcon Crest and about the other one. Which is called, they didn't want me to say that. I'm gonna do it anyway because when I'm doing my business, because I do know it has to do with Devil Roll and it has Alexis in them. And like I said, when I'm trying to do something, somebody, like I said, you do have people that come in here and do all kinds of stuff because you're trying to do something. And to my understanding, it is. I'm gonna go right here. Go. golden crest, and so when you're dealing with a certain person, you spilling you when you Lilith, and when you're dealing with it, it's always, I've noticed that she was not always a good person as the entities. But understanding that she came around and caused problems, which you got different things. This it's not to be scared. You got different type of things. You got Siri, you got different thing as series and another one. Um, but when you have somebody is feel like when I went in a movie called Thor and Marvel, and then I understand it a little bit, but when you figuring out that that's in particular, this woman was nothing but ward. Okay, that's all she came was that. But when I understand what the father left, okay, and she came, he put himself in a position like, okay, he went on, and it was the time for her to come out to do all kinds of stuff. And that means it was a time for feminine, and feminine is the hunter. And my understanding, the beady eyes has nothing to do with the feminine anyway. We're talking about gamma waves, right? But my understanding is when a person trying to be something that is not, what's the reason why you can't be yourself and why you have to use somebody else's imaging or any type of program, what they call it, holograph. That means somebody being something that is Disney as an imagery. Why you can't be yourself? Either they don't have a body. If you don't have a body, that's the part. Trying to be something joy. If you're here to do something, do your business. Stop trying to be in a position as a person and that you're not even in there. You're just a spirit just hanging in there. So find your own body. And then my understanding, if you can't, is because you're not what's supposed to in the first place. You just here as a spirit. Be a spirit and be what spirit's supposed to do. You're supposed to help others, or either gonna play around in the spirit because you didn't cross over. Stay yourself in hidden things and stop trying to be a body that would never be. You're here for only thing here is to teach and to be able, not to be back to where you was supposed to as human. Because if it was, then he would have put you back in that position. That's for Lilith. That's me. Good things and mothering to teach another mother that a mother shouldn't. And you ain't never had one. But a mother is going to give you that. I give you a little bit of Eve. Eve going to give you that love, unconditional love regardless. Okay? You might need that. Dynasty. That was dynasty. Dynasty. Reason why I'm saying that because it's the energy of that nine. That's another type of dynasty. It has to do with a feminine, hunt, beady eyes, gamma waves. Hey, I told you don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Let's get on in here. And I gave a lot of information here about all the moons. New moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off previews that you went through July. Or it could be anything that somebody could be somebody that's their birth month of Cancer. Okay, Cancer is a cusp right now. We're going in Leo. No, that was previous. You went through something. Okay, the card of the moon gonna tell you to be bold and make the first move. Okay, that's about your present. Whatever you doing, present is coming, baby. You done did it. I'm looking for gifts, abundance gift. Be looking for it. It's done. You've done it. Okay. Now the end of the tougher cycle approaches. That means look at it. Come on, look what happened in July. You went through it. Think where you started and where you is. You've been moving. So that means your present is coming. Just be it's coming. Okay. Nothing will come out of this situation. Like I said, the void of course of moon. Now that I was telling you about all the Uranus energy, about the negative P's, that is part of it. So, and I think I did all 102. Did I do all 102? Yep. So nothing will come matter out of it. The situation will bear no fruit. So if you gonna go back and fight and act a fool, just leave shit. Excuse me. Shit is done. It's dead. Sorry, shit mean dead. Shit means something up on the hood. That means something that is easy. Listen, you can't just move. Move. I mean, come on, I said about foot. Move it. I mean, you gonna battle what? What? Something that's already done. It's the end of stuff, let it go. Move it on. So you ain't got nothing to worry about, nothing. Okay? And it's about, if it's a relationship, family, friends, community, or whatever, the ex of your divine partner, it's over. Let it go. Because, listen, what is this going to do battle for something dead is dead? I mean, it's in. All y'all doing is ending each other, ending all kinds of stuff and make a certain way. It's just like, it didn't work. Move on. Change is necessary. You learn from it. It's about your highest good. What's the first thing? Give you the something that's dimension. It means dimming something. The choices that you make. Better maybe around the corner. Believe in what you get. Okay. Believe that you will get that you need. Okay. Surrender to the divine. Yeah. Surrender divine. It's a time out and meditate. Okay. Give you some meditate. What to give you meditate. That means you meditate what you do daily, how you keep yourself contemplate. You know, you're still on a plate. It's talking about the counter or the countertops. Could be you placing something. You as a trophy. Keep it. It's like keep it together. You know, major connection, planets until she enters the next sign. That meaning the moon, the next one. We did the full one. The best thing you can do, I said you get this. Okay, a card of a chant. Give you Sanskrit words, Namo, and they give you Nayani. So my understanding of that different type of chi. Name yo. You are name your name ya. So it's like something as a chant. Which is me surrender to divine and avoid, of course, the more. It's time to just be. So it's you. It's yours. It's the name. You. And it's yours. Take it. Alright. I think we did so much in here. I want to go in here and, like I said, I get in here and baby, it's going to tell you a whole totally thing's going on here. Alright, so let's put these cards here. Nights. Let's do it on Wednesday night. Let me tell a whole lot on that. So that is the wisdom of House of Night. Since we about moon. So we talking about it, okay? I gave a lot of positive. I try to do a lot of positive. I try to do positive P's and negative P's. It's about falling everywhere. But the point of it is, you still start anew. Falling is the start of beginning. It's not really a bad thing, but it can be going through the struggle of other people trying to put you in that position of betrayal. Let the betrayal, the rat and the mouse is really gonna show up, because it's gonna tell you about the of religions of people. Natural is customs, cultures, and traditions, and baby, they have their own group societies. What they want to do, baby. And sometimes they just don't want to place that thing for time to the next person. And why new guys and old guys, and why we in this warring of these big giants of all of them. And some of them been, the Most High say, hey, they can be so giant, can be so little. He talking about little lions. He showed him calling them no big old lion. He said they were little in different type of the scriptures of Bibles or cults and all kinds of stuff. He talked about how little they were. He was something else. He's like, you ain't gonna never be like me. So then, my understanding, the purpose is, if he put us as a position as an imagery, why we still can't get it right. We can't. We feel like we can't. We so busy. You know, like I say, everybody's talking about little green men. And all the time about alien. And I'm like, okay, we ain't getting the understanding yet. So let's keep it moving. That's everybody's opinion. So if that's the case, right? We can't believe a lot of things, right? Because it's already done it. We just in shock. And we don't sound right if we say that we put our position in, and then it's like they don't sound right. Now we got little green men around, right? Okay. Can't take it off. Speaking green, complicated. This is complicated because we can't say the little green men is in here, right? Because we have not been in conditions to be talking about that. We just have E.T. home, and that's 1980s. That's resonate to somebody, but it's complicated. But they got that moon in here. It's a picture here, and it's complicated. And okay, we're dealing with that. That's previous, past energy, but it's complicated. But you don't think it was already there. We just can't. Why we can't tell a person that? Because your only conditions of enlightenment was given the education that you gave. Now it's you figuring out on that justice. Justice gonna give you a scale and give you Libra energy, and that's gonna be in your relationships of that house, 7th house. That is love and relationships, complicated of different things. I said about alien, extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call it, EX. Only time you're gonna get that is, look at here. You're giving High Priest of Spirit. Beautiful card. Ooh, it's pretty. I love pink and purple. There's a lot of women in there that's in that 7th house telling you 7th house is Libra. Libra gonna give you the information. This 7-Eleven, something got something to do with 7-Eleven. The relationship and justice also can give you charity. Somebody can have cancer in there. Okay? But look at this a whole lot. High Priestess of Spirit. That is with the High Priest card, which is present. It's right here in the present. Because this one is past, previous, complicated, and High Priest of the Spirit. Come on, somebody. Come on with it. Now, I like it. Now, when I get to getting this is all together now, you get to understand that 11th house. Let me give you the houses of it. House is going to give you what? The time of Aquarius, baby. Water barrier, complicated, of chosen. Dealing of the 7th house of love and relationship. This is tapping in and also tagging in. That means somebody is want to sink into everything. Baby, hey, come on, somebody. I like it. Woo, when I know it's in order, that I already gave out the information before, it's just telling you the 11 is here. 11, okay, that's somebody. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, that's like money, baby. That's money. Okay, money is coming abundance. Ooh, come on, Lee, and that's Cancer Cusp. Come on, that new moon, a Capricorn, and that was about money anyway, and about your house, baby. Somebody finna get some money, baby. I hope that you get everything you need. All the things you done went through, I hopefully, like, what you touch and agree, and that's what's in the Bible for some of y'all. I say my understanding is all necessary because it was art, it was there, and I had to do with the author in the first place. That's divine anyway. Hello. Maybe I'm here spiritual here. I'm in all of it. And I can. Because the spiritual is going to tell me that. I can do it. Because I can do it. Because that's what was given to me. Hello. He's here. And baby, somebody finna get some money. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. That's a dice on that. Dice got to do black and white. Hey. You gonna get some money. Maybe you didn't go live. Maybe you can go to the go to Choctaw. Somebody. It's money here. Ooh, child, money here. When I say money here. Money. Somebody finna get hit with some money. All right. Maybe, let's see, I ain't getting nothing else in here. So when it's like that, it ain't giving me nothing. I'm okay. I'm gonna quit here. So that means I've been in here too long trying to deal for the next. It wasn't for. It was not for. It ain't for everybody. Hey, somebody. All right. So let's get something else. So let's get over here and what's complicated. I need one more card here. Let's see. Oh, let's do this one. I like this one. Because it's giving you two. You know, now it's going to let you know. Give me couple energy right again. Because it's two. You're dealing with complicated and high priest energy. Oh, wait. So that's what you're dealing with. Kind of got a lot of stuff going on here. Meaning on the next moon is going to be the adjustments of required. Okay, on the third quarter moon. That's for somebody. That's the next moon because it already gave the information that I gave earlier. Adjustments are required on the third quarter. So that means get on your business. We talking about matters of state. Ooh. Maybe I'm going to say Minnetonka. Well, I got Prince going on here for a while. Apollonia. And meditation is what I was saying earlier. There's a lot going on here. Let's see what's going on here. It's just the cosmos got okay, it's fun. Last time I did that, I broke my chair and I failed. That was so dang funny. I ain't lying. Y'all didn't go check on that video. That video was funny. And I failed in here trying to I guess what was that card? There's a lot of junk here. Now look, it's upside down. The devil is upside down. The Ace of Swords is upside down. Wait a minute. Oop, I'm gonna do exactly this. The Hermit is upside down. Judgment is upside down. I'm going again. And the Nine of Wands is upside down. There it go. Hey, there it is. There it is. Okay, that's all the information I was needing. So I got that. Well, let's get on in here. Because that's what it was about in the first place. I like when I know it's like upside down is still good things, right? It's still falling, right? But it's falling for a reason. Upside down is reverse. It means redo, go back. Retro gonna give you that Capricorn energy. Saturn going all the way back in 8. And that is the 8th house. Okay? Now, this is gonna give you the information what's going on here. First of all, let's get on this complicated. This couple thing. 1 and 2, 7, 11. Aquarius. Libra. Water barrier. Scale. Libra. Water. Quark. Knowledge. In the court system. A lot of something going on with justice. In relationships. Love and relationship. All of this. In the water. Precipitation. This water is cleaning it. But it was a time of chosen. Complicated and high priest energy. Okay. It's real. I love it's tied up, baby. Complicated. There's some songs on complicated. There's a lot of people on there giving you what's tapping in and tagging in, trying to seem like trying to keep in that energy, trying to touch, like trying to sink you in. Okay. 48 on that. Give you the 4th house gonna give you that. 4th house gonna give you Cancer and Crab, and the 8th house gonna give you what the 8th house gonna give you. Scorpio sting. Okay. Okay, my sweet one. Wouldn't it be nice if life were always simple and things were obvious and transparent. Obvious and transparent. That give you a projecting energy again. Transparent, like say transparent early is like a ghost, which would be a spirit. However, it's hidden things on it too. Obvious, it is. So just know they have. And like I said, whatever. It says drawing the symbols reminds that you sometimes there are so many elements to consider that it could be next to impossible to understand them all in the moment. Like I said, in that eighth house, there's a lot of things. Pluto is I mean, it's gonna be a long time Pluto come back. So why is all the moons and everything has been lined up, eclipse, and the planets ain't never in this time. So all this is for reason. Okay, so especially when you most want to find the answer, right? We always trying to find the answer, and sometimes not NASA, NASA, that's Houston. That means Houston is a problem. But NASA is not going to always give you the information that you need. Maybe you need to go look on what's really going on, what they're trying to do now. So maybe go figure out who is the ones that was doing NASA. It's the feminine. Because seeing like the Democrats is in here and got Taraji out here. So you come telling me. Because, honey, she come up with a red hat on here. And, baby, I'm trying to say, honey, she got to go back on that rap thing. Now, she going to come in here and be there and be something. Come back with that rap. Because that rap was not kind of whack, baby. Now, last time we knew Whack was Whitney. She gone, right? Light, and we love Whitney. Now, one thing she said about certain things had to do with something about certain things that we do is none of our business, which is who's sleeping in front of your house. So that's your business. But Whitney said it was whack. So let me go back in here. Now, you're a little whack on that, girl. Come on with it. We want some real stuff. Now, if you're going to deal with it, when a person put in here, you're going to be Kendra Lamar. If you're going to say it, now Kendra Lamar should have put you on that game, baby. Come on with it. Okay, you're getting a little whack now. You got the movies, you got it going on, baby. But that, you got to get that. You got that music. You're not a sing now. Come on with the rap part. Come on. Because, one thing I do know, when the color purple came in here, Fantasia can rap now. Now, she do all kinds of stuff. Now, you come on with it, baby. You got it. Come on, you pretty girl. You got it. Let's move on. So, I had to give out some information. You know what's coming. So, I had to come with that red. Red is like a little riding hood, okay? But also give you power, too. The women is out here. Come on with it. Okay, just give them what it is. Like, say, High Priest is right here all over. Now, don't mistake it. Because they got their own. These celebrities got their own. But we got our own too. It's a whole lot of priestess out here. Alright? So, it's complex and it's about the time will help you put all the pieces and puzzles together. Just remember has to do with knowledge. Remember is different type of realms. All right, realms have to do with subconscious things that bring into conscious. So that means spiritually, it also has a void too. It was hidden things come out to light for a reason. Why he started divine in the first place. Come on, somebody. There's somebody to help somebody. Okay, if that is necessary. Sometimes you can't teach nobody to even give no water to drink, because the water gonna give you a nourishment and also gonna give you something that the water is to remember who you are, because that was the purpose in the first place. Hello. And you can't give somebody that don't want you, okay? And they don't want your drink. If somebody don't want you, they running, you chasing, and they don't want you. Understand that they don't want you. They don't want no tag, and they don't want no dang tapping. I mean, like I said, some people need to be in their own position and trying to be something you're not going to be. All this is going to cause problems. Do what you're supposed to do in this life and do the best thing. All right? Stop trying to be something you know you ain't. And you know you ain't got it, don't do it, okay? That's somebody. All right. So, complication, mature experience. It says don't try to figure this one out. Just be open and follow the threads of life, mysteries web. There you go. Because it's a headshot. Because 9 out of 10, because they already know, they know you know too much, and they'll try to come and get you about that. But if you already got it, ain't nothing you can do. But like I said, don't put nothing in something that you in transparency that I can see through you. Okay, don't put that in something that you can't put in, because if you're not in a position, already got a body, can you put your spirit into somebody else's? Not necessarily. But you can't take something that was already given. You gonna mess with divine order. Good luck. That's somebody. That's on that create of that card. That means somebody magician on that uncomplicated of things. I'll tell you, it's the mystery. The mystery revealing. It tells you what the Bible is. The mystery. It gives you the revealing of the hunt, and you finna figure it out, because that's what's the journey was anyway, to let you know you already had it. You know, that means he gonna build you up to do something. You mastered it. There you is. Now let's get on here. High priest energy. So it's like yeah. Spirits. 4 is 10. That is that house again. Cancer. I'm telling you, that house you're dealing with. It's like Lilith and Eve. Or is it just the same person as a person who was the good thing of Eve or Lilith? Or was it another person who was a twin? There's 2 twin women. Okay, come on. So when these sisters, one was in here in a position trying to be something that ain't. Let me tell you something. Fighting on something that has already been given. Honey, is a reason for you on war on your own self. But don't try to put something else that's already positive and get here in light. You messing around trying to be something you ain't now. Now stay in your own business. Do your war horse, what you supposed to. But don't come in here and mess with other people's house and their houses now. Stay in your position. I'm telling the truth. Spiritually matters. Stay in your own house now. Stop being ugly. You know what your job's supposed to be. I'm high priestess. Just imagine how it is complication, competition, challenge, and chaos in that house. And you're dealing with another type of spirit. They're hanging in here to do the war that they're supposed to, because that's what she was supposed to do. You're dealing with it because she wants to be something that ain't want to be other people that's trying to be. We imagery of different type of hologram, and trying to be something not. It's a lot of women. Just imagine how much competition with women, drama, a hot mess. Women can be so ugly to each other, and ugly to other people too. We can be very ugly. But if it's a war, then you know it ain't gonna be pretty. That's for somebody. I am Nyx. Nyx gonna give you the energy of sky energy. A lot of stuff going on about mother. Mother gonna give you the information about that. You know, like I said, the energy. You know who she is. Orisha energy, Nyx energy, sky energy. Alright, Goddess of Nights. This got a lot to do with the women, entities, and certain cultures and traditions. You have chosen this symbol to help guide you on this journey to find the answer to the questions that we're talking about. The hunter, she-devil energy, women, also masculine and function now. Because if women is the devil, then what is the devil is masculine and feminine. It's the function. Function could be anybody. The fun. If it's gonna be function, that means what you do daily. Okay? Individual spirit within all living things. It's a lot. It's a mystery, right? Now all things, events, and experience are woven. Then I said tapping into all these things, 5G, all the things that we have, five gonna give you challenge energy anyway, gonna give you Leo energy anyway. What you dealing with? Now all these kings and queens dealing with all kinds of stuff. Battle about competition. Who is going to be the king and who's going to be the queen? That's what we're in here. Now this big battle of this different type of, I don't know, my understanding, Republic and Democrat. Elephant and donkey. My understanding is a comedy. It is. It is a lot of mess. My understanding is, I think it should be something different now. They done wore that out. Really have. Because everybody have their different Republican. You got different people's cities. Yeah, it's time. There's a lot of things going on. So let me go on here. It's a magical web. It's the darkest night. Human eyes for you to see a visionary, right? My child, everything you need to know about the part of the divine scheme of things, meaningful, and give you that consonant, what they call it, coin energy, and it coincidence, and a blessed friendship, a lover and signifier, and there's experience of orchestrated by me. He giving out is finally giving out information to help you become the powerful being you. Okay. We're meant to be becoming, right? No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer what. So soon enough, but one kept secret is why. You may step forward knowing that things are meant to remain a mystery. Alright, Divine want to keep it mystery. Seem like he wants you not to say nothing because you know a lot and ain't dealing with it. Now, all of these other cards in here, I'm moving on with that. Now, all of this, the devil is upside down on the Cosmo Tarot. That let you know everything upside down for a reason. Okay, it said you're getting in your own way. Self-reflect and let that stuff go. That's when we first started the first thing, letting you go. Now there is the Ace of Swords. Okay? Now Ace Swords got to do with Libra now. That's the Libra. And tell you of the ace of it. And it's upside down. So let me see what's going on in Ace. Pause. Fully understand things before you make your move. Didn't I say it on the other one? Make your move. Make your move. That's on here. What did I do with the card right here? It's the present and high priest energy anyway. And it's your present. It said be bold and make the first move. And it's telling you fully understand things before you make your move. Okay, it's in order. Next, the Hermit. That's Virgo. That's 6th house Hermit. So in the Hermit, you could be in a Crabby, in a Hermit, and a Go at the same time. That's a lot, baby. And then you're dealing with the Phoenix. You're dealing with the Earth energy of that house, which is gonna be 9th house. See here, and that is Phoenix Orion. So you're gonna have to burn a lot of things in order to do something new. So that's gonna give you the energy anyway. Let's get Herbert in as that Virgo, as the Virgo planet. All right. So somebody have that in their placements. So give you the feeling lonely and isolated. Reach out to your crew. You know, what is it? And so dealing with a crew or something like that. something in the crew. It's a song. I don't forgot who it is, but that's somebody. You're dealing with somebody. You may have to go get your groupie. Your women, your groupies, whoever you deal with, 1 and 2 and 3. But you probably need to get a little, just have people come on their food, and cook and get your group. Who else you need to build yourself back up to where you must have failed. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody. It's gonna be a masculine or feminine. Moving on, and they got judgment coming in here upside down though. But it's about you first and what surrounds you. Okay, judgment, and I said it ups and down, falling anyway. So let's get with that judgment. Number 20. It says, stop doubting yourself. You got it. You already got it. Stop doubting it. Watch what you say about your own self. Sometimes you just get tired of people trying to. It's like, dang, you got a lot. Some people is like, maybe they put you like you was just not doing what you supposed to do, and you was just didn't even know what to do. Maybe somebody had to do something in order to put fire back onto you. That's the reason why you're burning in that house, ninth house, maybe. That got to do with the Phoenix and rising. So it tells you a lot. Because nine gonna tell you that what's gonna burn a lot of things to clean the slate so you can be able to do things. I'm gonna bring what I know. And some of it I'm gonna have to go back and listen to what I say, because like I say, hey, all I do is open my mouth and that will come out. Okay, your mind has to be right. Does that make sense? We got a 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands upside down. I'm telling you, 9 of Wands. I was like, okay. And it's something a couple years ago I wrote something. Now, I'm gonna say that little slip of paper too, because that's for somebody. It's all together. So 9 of Wands. Wands is fire energy. You may have to watch this part 2 or something, because it's a long one here. Everything is necessary. It'll be a while before I do this for a minute, because I got a lot of work to do. And because I have a lot. Alright, so being stubborn is keeping you from reaching your goals. Didn't I say that? I said Taurus energy. You have a Taurus in what chart? That's your business. But understand, it could be that you're dealing with different things, right? And that is your head, right? But with Taurus, bullheaded, you're bullied, stubborn. And that South Node state, I say, you think about all the past things you went through and causing problems, because you need to be in the North Node. Okay, and go from there. And that Taurus, you need to, if that's the case, if somebody in that Taurus, then that's in your South Node, you need to go into the North, which would be Scorpio. You need to go in the North Node. Opposite is attract to certain things, you know what I'm saying? So one, you be going in, it could be in your family, friends, and everything. I already know mine, and I'm gonna spank her butt. She better get in her business, and therefore you could be beautiful things. You know what I'm saying? You could be in your son, you could be in your family, you could be somebody around. And so you just tell a person like, okay, let's go to the North. North is gonna tell you what you need. Stay in there too long, you're gonna be acting like that all day. Come out of that. That's for somebody. Alright. I done gave the information. I done said so much out here. It ain't always mine. You know what I'm saying? It's always, let's give an 8.5. It's talking about the old, return to old. Giving you personality traits, seek wisdom, knowing, knowledge is in truth. That's that 8th house of Pluto that you're dealing with at Saturn return. Wisdom, knowledge, and truth. The radiate of righteous and discipline. It's orderly, pragmatic, friendly, social, able, and affectionate. Lover can be moody, subject to the rapid ups and downs, subject. Giving you the information that you was going through with the conjunction between the new moon, excuse me, sorry. Well, it's still part, but it is Capricorn, and that is the goat in the mother house, which has to do with Cancer and the crabby. So my understanding that all of this, the Jupiter is really ascending, and then what it was about in the first place, a different thing, constellations, Orion energy, all of that has stars and the cosmic intuition. So it has to do with approach. So it has to do with stars and the line astrology. Everything is connected, and that is the understanding of certain things. It has old religious systems. Here it is, and gain a quick overview of the wisdom. Many religions of patriarchs, well versed in the ancient scriptures, resonates with the number of 33. 13, 2, and 3. 666 and 999. So now I was getting for the wands. I put it here. I think this is. Where's my phone sticker? There it is. It tells you 9 wands. 9 wands has to do with more clear. And more clear is to more of a visionary, as a person, place, and thing that surround that will come to create that 6th house Virgo planet, which will be, you already know, as Virgo, right? So that particular one of that my understanding of that 6th house, right? That create that the bond with you. That's between you and Q and divine. Okay. Alright, so I done gave some information. Let me see. Let's see what this is. She believed when she could. Dealing with high priest energy. Women or something else. I ain't lying. I'm telling you. I don't like it. I don't. Women is a mess. I know myself. I rather somebody hate to be like that, but sometimes you know yourself. Women, you can but it can be messy. Dynasty, Falcon Crest, and Murder She Wrote, all that little stuff like that. Give you the information and like certain things. Women, competition, challenge, and chaos of things that you already have. And somebody saying like they want to be you. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. In order. And in order. That's the judge, justice energy, and in order. To succeed, you must first believe that we can. Okay, say this. In order to succeed, we is also yourself, but we mean the people. The people, even the we, many, I was going to say a whole lot of many, must first believe. That means a whole lot of people have to believe within that we can. Michael Kondo. That's a whole lot of individuals. That's clean, as clean as slate gonna be. Because we means a whole lot of many. And if I find out there's 11 different devils, that's a lot of justice, either karmic justice in there too. And that it got to do with the trust. Trust me. You have to have trust within yourself, believe in yourself. But also it has to do with money too. Because the trust and the trusty and controversy of all of this, it's all about the trust. But if you can't trust your own self, then how the hell somebody else gonna trust you? You have a wonderful day.